Yes, on YouTube, then we can start. So now
Mhm.
this should come up here now. And then we be good to go. All right.
So we are live. So the Prince Network is live. I see it pop up on my thing.
Yes. And we are live here.
Yeah.
We're live on YouTube and we are live everywhere.
We're live everywhere. Naturally.
And live on live stream. All right. Look at that. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, y'all? My boy Jameem is in the building, y'all.
Cheers, buddy. You know what time it is.
Oh, for sure, man. You know, we're having some red wine and white wine and all that type of wine. It's that type of night.
Definitely. Yeah, man. I think we should give them some context. Yes, we haven't done live in a long time.
Besides that one time we did last 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah, so we have been I think life catch up on you sometimes, you know what I mean? Big shout out to everyone that is tapping the screen, okay? So even yourself can tap the screen too.
Yeah, look at that.
You know what I mean? So big shout out to everyone that is tapping the screen. So make sure you guys are following me on TikTok as well. You know what I mean? And checking out the music. So make sure you guys are streaming on YouTube as well because we are everywhere. You know what I mean? My people, I'm here looking at you guys, and your people, I'm looking at my people.
And YouTube is on here. It's the whole 9 yards. We all over the place. TikTok, YouTube, where else? Anywhere you want to find us, we there.
YouTube. We just haven't gone Instagram right now. We should have been in Instagram.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But it's all good. You know what I mean? Big shout out. Make sure you guys are tapping up the screen. You know what I mean? Make sure you're giving Prince some hearts and love. You see this? You have to go do that too.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to verify. You have to send your driver's license or whatever. That's
I don't know if I check see if I have. All right.
Okay. That's what it is.
I hear you, boy.
Yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah, you have to. We appreciate the hearts. You guys are tapping up the hearts. You know what I mean? It's amazing. Make sure you guys, we're going to put a goal here. While we're here, let me just put this so we can put a goal. People, if you want to come into the live, you can come into the live.
Yeah, we just send you a link. We send, if you want to be on you just want to come up on the screen and talk just like how we are talking here. We can just let us know. We send you the link.
We're gonna do all of that. Exactly. You know what I mean? You can actually share your live. So make sure you guys sharing the live, okay? Make sure you guys sharing this live to your friends, everybody. Make sure you guys sharing the live, all right? Please, I'm begging you, share the live. So you see, you can do a whole heap of stuff, right?
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Is thing I'm looking for so people can actually send you something. The goal. It's like I have this here. Yeah. Yeah. Please, if you guys can send him some hearts and roses and all of these things, so he know what to do, you know? Please.
The whole 9 yards.
Send gifts. So okay, so you're gonna do this. See what I'm doing for you? Watch me. Oh, action not available. What? Action not available in your country or region.
We'll do that. We'll do that after.
Oh, we'll do that after.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So let's get into this, guys. Listen, this is one of these. We're just gonna have we're gonna have our normal talk. We normally have every once in a while. You know what I mean? So you guys can join.
Thank you so much.
The last time we had a talk was it was what's your expectations on a first date? Right, that was the last conversation we had, which was approximately two weeks ago.
Yeah,
approximately. Which was really good. I got some really good feedback on that one. Yeah. So we can touch it slightly, then we get into what we really want to talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's going on, Saint Benedict? Yo, thank you for tuning in.
So what do you say? What the topic is? what's your
Expectation on a first date.
what's your expectation on a first date? That's the topic tonight. That's what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
if you guys have any comments about it or anything, feel free to tap in. You know what I mean? And let's talk about it.
The thing, and just to let you know, like, you're taking someone out for the first time, or someone is taking you out, because ladies do take men out,
Yeah.
and men take ladies out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we are from the school where, you know, the men
Thank you
take
so much.
the men take the ladies out, and we,
Yeah.
we still believe in that.
I agree.
You understand? But, you know, at the same time, we're not shutting down the ladies who want to take a man out on the first date.
Never.
You know what I mean? This is 2023. That's what you want to do.
Mhm.
You know, go right ahead. But the question is, on your first date, what's your expectation on a first date? You're taking a lady out, and for the first time,
Mhm.
what's your expectation on, you know what I'm saying? And as again, you guys are free to just shoot your comments. We'll read them.
Yeah.
You have
please.
questions? Sure.
Yeah. Feel free to jump in. You know,
At
send
any given time.
At any given time, if you wanna come live with us to answer some question, both YouTube, TikTok, and everywhere. We're streaming, so please tap in and do all of that. Make sure you're tapping up the screen, share the likes, share the live. Okay, please, guys, let's share the live. All right,
Please.
My first date with someone, is it based on if we were talking on the phone prior, going on the date?
Both ways. So yeah, because most of the time you and someone is going on a date for the first time, you guys already have conversation via text or via you know what I mean, some sort of phone. There's always some sort of conversation. So for sure.
Well, you see, a lot of people. Well, I can't talk for everybody. Let's talk for me. You know what I mean? My first date, I can make it very corporate. Corporate meaning that we just go to Tim Hortons or Starbucks.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's just a coffee thing. But what if I'm not into the coffee thing? Because for me, sometimes my first date can give people an experience. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I can say, you know what, I want to, you know, I say, hey, I maybe haven't been somewhere in a long time. And I said, you know what, hey, you know what, let's go ice skating.
Yeah.
On the first date, because sometimes I don't want to be sitting down talking. We want to be very active.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I believe when people are active, they will be in their actually right. They will be themselves.
Their natural self.
Their natural self. You know what I mean? I believe a lot of people can agree to that. You know what I mean? When you're in your natural self, I think that's when, you know, I think things will be more smooth and calm and chill, rather than we're just sitting down there in a Starbucks or Timmy just doing what? Interviewing each other?
Yeah, basically. I
don't like that. Me, I'm a guy, I like to have a lot of fun. I love to have a lot of fun. So my first date would be actually something, an activity. I'm not gonna go to no movies. Because you're still gonna sit there watching a movie and doing what?
Well, you can't really have a conversation.
You can't.
I don't think a first date should be a movie.
You know what I mean?
You know, because you can't really, because first date is all about gathering data.
Exactly.
Each other.
Exactly.
Nobody want to hear you be talking in a movie.
No.
Unless you're watching a movie probably at your home.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand?
And
you can
cooking.
Pause. Yeah, that type of thing.
You know, I think my first date, I wouldn't bring them at the house, but I would say, you know what? Let's go miniature golf. Very active. You know what I mean? Very active, conversating and stuff like that. Or as I say, ice skating. You know what I mean? Or rollerblading. Something. Because I want that first date to be memorable.
Yes.
And if I'm going to go on that first date, I want to know I'm going to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I want the person to enjoy themselves, but I want to enjoy myself. Okay, you know what I mean? Because I'm giving you my time, and, you know, I'm spending my time. You understand what I'm saying? So it has to worth my time as well.
Yeah.
And I want it to worth your time. You know, we could just even walk down the road and say, you know what? Hey, I see somebody pool. Let's be spontaneous and jump over the fence and see what happens. That'd be crazy.
On your first date?
On my first, that'd be crazy. You know, when they leave, they're gonna be like, God damn, this boy is pretty crazy, but I like it.
But what do you say about, because this is 2023. I mean, I understand what you're saying, But there's some, some ladies are more bougie, and I mean, they might want to go to, one of those. Should you? Okay, a question.
I am not.
Should you take? Shouldn't you take on a first date? Should you take a lady to? Would you take a lady to some expensive restaurant on a first date?
On the first date, depends on how long we're talking on the phone.
Okay.
It depends on how long we're talking on the phone. If we're talking on the phone over 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks is too long talking on the phone. We should have already met. I'll give it a week. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or a few days. You know what I mean? But a week, I think we should have some sense of understanding of where we want to go. You know what I mean? And we're supposed to know what we like, you like. You know what I mean? I believe we should know that already.
Yeah, for sure.
Then it would determine of where I'm gonna go.
Where you're gonna go. Because those are the conversations you will have on phone and whatever.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Where do you wanna go? And all
Yeah.
that. So
your interest.
So when you actually get on a date, there's no surprise.
No surprises.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, unless you're telling too much lie on the phone. You know what I mean? And go there. I believe we should have a great time. You know what I mean? And I think I mentioned in my head, I'm like, if I know I'm gonna spend $70, can I lose $70?
Okay.
So that meaning is $140. Right?
Yes.
I am willing to lose $70. I'm not losing mine enough. I'm losing $70 on
because you
experience
with someone else.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm okay with that.
Okay. And so you're saying on your first date, there's a cap when coming to spending on a first date. Depends on who it is and how long you guys been really talking before you go.
Yeah, because because I would know if I wanted to go to a certain place with this person.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Totally get
some
that.
people you'll be like, let's just meet just down by Timmy's or McDonald's.
How you doing, Marjorie, Katie? Hello, uncles. uncles.
Somebody over here is calling us uncles. That's all right. I'm all right.
I'm 16 years old, man.
Who's this, Marjorie? Who's this person?
Katie.
Seriously, Kate? Seriously? All right, we'll be uncle. That's fine. You know what I mean? Big shout out to everybody over here, man.
Yes, everybody who is live. And hey, listen, if you have any question, we have someone from Poland here. Woo!
Poland.
Nice.
Poland.
Chris is in the building. Katie, Margie.
That is
the whole 9 yards. We love it.
So you're responding to people on YouTube.
YouTube and TikTok.
Okay, so we have to. If you guys have any question over here, feel free to jump in and ask a question. And the question, with the topic that we're talking about is, what does it look like?
What's your expectations on a first date?
On a first date? What's your expectation on a first date? That's the question. And anyone over here have anything to say? Anything?
I hope I didn't miss anything. But if you have any, listen, you're joining. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay.
Yeah, just ask questions.
We are right here.
I mean, we're right here.
We here. Okay, so that's M is there. Helen,
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
We have someone who's gonna join us live up on screen just now, Jeffrey.
On where?
On YouTube. He's
on
just
YouTube?
Yes. I'm gonna let him in when he comes in.
Big up yourself, Jeffrey. Come in. Yeah, man. No, come in, thing.
But do you remember?
What's this? What's I saying?
What's that? What if a man doesn't take you out on a first date, but for a drive to McDonald's?
That's okay. That's still.
Well, I mean, you're going to. I mean, I won't take someone. I'm not a McDonald's guy.
Exactly.
Is that something you will be okay with though? Like, cause you have to know. You have to really know. I mean, you guys should already have a conversation and know. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something you're okay with? I don't mind going on a drive. I don't know about McDonald's, but on a drive, for sure.
I mean, a drive is always nice
because you can have so much conversation,
dude.
You know, so much conversations you can have. You can talk about anything.
Pull up anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Road trip. It's always like a mini road trip, man. You know what I mean? Oh my God, that would be so dope and fun.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey Jeffrey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, brethren, what's going on?
Big shout out.
We good.
Am I late for the party? What's going on here, man?
You're always early, man. We just 14 minutes in.
The party. Cheers.
What's What's cooking? Oh, you guys,
Uh,
I'm having some tea, man. It's cold up north.
Oh, okay.
Wanna keep warm.
where's North? Where's North?
Close to Barry, man. Innisville.
Innisville. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Innisville, nice.
Usually colder than Toronto, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always pass Innisville and go all the way to North Bay.
Oh, North Bay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where actually North Bay is a nice place. I actually did my studies in North Bay, so I was planning to go there
Mhm.
for the summer, but I didn't make it. Maybe next summer. It's a
Oh,
beautiful place, North Bay. Yeah.
that is it. That is it. Yeah, man. Big shout out to Jeffrey in the house, man.
Jeffrey.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes,
Oh,
big up.
Jeffrey, just let me just. I'm gonna tell you what we're talking about, and then I'm gonna answer some. I have some questions here
Some
from
questions there.
from some friends on TikTok also.
All right.
So Jeffrey,
What's the
we
topic?
about what's your expectations on a first date?
Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
I know.
It's been so long since I had my first date.
Ah,
Jeffrey been married for 50 years, you know.
Yeah, so I can't even remember what I expected at that time.
or even give an advice of how was your first date with your wife?
So Jeffrey, just before Jeffrey get into that, I don't wanna let me
Yep.
just on here. Someone is saying if you're talking for 4 months, not once did they go on a date, and he said he was busy, and now he wants to go for a drive and take you to McDonald's. That's just sad.
4 months?
Yeah, 4 months in, that's just sad. You guys never went on a date
I'll pack it
before.
up.
Yeah,
Because he's already taking out other people right now.
yeah, yeah. No, no.
He's taking out other people.
No, I say, I know. Kick him to the curb. Kick him to the curb. Kick him to the curb.
To the curb. Yeah, yeah. He's already en route with other people. You know what I mean? So and it depends on what your guys' interests are you guys talking about.
Mm.
Maybe that may cost the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think, but still, like I understand that.
Mhm.
But if you've been talking to someone for 4 months, you don't just all of a sudden you're not busy now, and you say, you're not busy. Let's go for a drive and go to.
Oh, okay, just broke.
The program.
Oh, you just
Person
broke.
stop
Oh,
giving
so,
them
okay. So
attention.
there's other things that's
Yeah,
involved.
of course
Okay,
there's
okay,
other
okay,
things.
Okay,
You have to read between the lines.
okay, all right. All right, Jeffrey, let's hear you. Take it.
So my opinion, in which just let me see if I remember what my first date was like.
Mhm.
Well, it all depends on who initiate the date, right? Like whose idea it is to go on the date.
Mhm.
Normally it's usually the male who is the most assertive person, who is the most aggressive person.
It's usually be that way, but this is 2023. You know, some of these ladies are very aggressive now.
Well, in my day, it was in my, it was in my day. It's the initiator or the aggressor who initiates the date, who kind of say, all right, I want to take you on the date. They like this person, they admire the person. I remember when I met my wife. I was at my workplace,
Mhm.
and
Guys were fraternizing on the job, huh?
yeah, took advantage of the job atmosphere because it was customer centric, right? Customers coming in, so you always look for the most attractive customers that come in, right?
Oh,
And,
I'm
and you,
taking notes.
and you single them out.
I'm taking notes.
I remember I was the supervisor, right? And I'm looking in line, and I'm always trying to look for the cutest girl in the line, right?
Hey.
And my strategy was to call them over one side and say, oh, I could help you this way. You don't have to wait in a long line. I
Man.
could.
Man have game, man. Man have game, man.
I'm
Man have game.
jealous.
Yeah. So but in any case, I remember I initiated. I met this young lady and I told her, how about we, like go to lunch? I would like to have lunch with you. I mean, you have to get straight to the point. You can't beat around and say, all right,
Straight shooter, yeah.
I agree.
you're nice. So I took the opportunity right away.
Mhm.
So my expectation now at that time was to get to know, because you have to there must be likability. You like the person. You want to get to know that person as soon as possible.
Yeah.
You want to kind of cement a friendship, so that you get to know them and they'll get to know you.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
So the expectation at that time is that to follow up, to have a follow up date, not just one date. One
Yeah.
date ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
So you must impress enough,
On
get
that
enough
first date.
information to
Yeah.
have follow-up dates, subsequent dates.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's how I was my approach and my expectation at the time. I wanted to have follow-up dates and to continue because of course you like the person and you want to hang out with them a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay, so all right, good. We established that. What will make you guys not go on a second date? Like, what would happen on a first date that would just turn you off completely?
Hey.
Well, is it turn you off? If you have to find out whether it's you get turned off or the other person get turned off.
Well, hey, I mean that's how we answer the question. But right now, we are the ones that's on the
Yeah.
panel. So you know, I'm questioning you guys, but also I'm questioning also all our fans that's logged in right now.
Yeah. Big shout out.
What will turn you off on your first date that will not make you want to go on a second date?
Well, for me, if they ask me to pay the bill,
How could you be taking someone?
okay, I take it back.
Oh man, and he's married.
Yeah.
Listen,
Hey,
Just kidding.
I know Jeffrey just spoken, you guys.
Jeffrey, I'll tell you something. I remember I did a first date with this
Mm.
lady. But big shout out to everybody that is tuning in to this live. You know, so we're just talking about the expectation on a first date. You know what I mean? And now the B part of the question is what is the turn off? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For not going on a second date. So I remember I went out on a date with this girl. We have been talking, you know what I mean? This is like years ago, more than 15 years. But anyway, she said to me, because
Hey, Denmark.
you know I like to go fancy place and so I'm a foodie, right? So I said, you know what? The young lady said, oh, she likes steak. She likes steak, you know.
Steak.
Like, hey, you know, steak is steak. I'm good with the steak. You know what I mean? So we said, I said, you know what? I wrote a bunch of different restaurants because I'm like, I have not steak in a while, so I want to go enjoy that steak, right?
Yep.
So I wouldn't mind she come and into that experience with me. So she said, yeah, I like steak. I said, you're sure? She said, yeah. You know what I mean? So I said, how do you take your steak? No, because I'm a steak guy. You know what I mean? I don't know how to pair my steak with my wine. So she said to me, she likes steak medium well done. Yeah.
Well done.
No, I know that she don't know nothing about steak. You know, you can't mess with the integrity of steak. You know what I mean? Certain things you have to take it a certain way. You know what I mean? We're gonna get to your question
just now. Yes.
But so I said, you know what? She don't understand nothing about steak. Let's go to the keg. Let's start there.
Okay.
So we went to the keg. You know, the server came over, asked me, I want to stay. I said, you know what? I wouldn't mind get a ribeye, right? Ribeye is the fatty part of the steak, right? It's delicious. You understand? So I said, you know what?
Guys, take notes, huh? Be taking someone.
So I said, I want to take that because she said, go first. I said, no, you go first. But when she tell me to go first, the initial, I know that she don't know nothing about steak. So let me go and give her some context, and you know what I mean, so she can get warmed up. You know. So I said, you know what, I want a medium rare, ribeye. You know what I mean, because when the tougher the steak is terrible. You want it more softer, so it's more easy to cut, nice, chew. So I said I want medium rare. So the guy said, I have this amazing red wine. It's Cab Sav, you know what I mean? But people know it as Cabernet Sauvignon, something. You know what I mean? So with a shortened Cab Sav. So I said, you know what? And it will pair nicely with the wine. So I said, okay, can you bring over some sample? So he brought over 3 different red wine. And because, I prefer the wine dry, right? So they asked her what she wants. I wanted well done. You know what I mean? So I said, there was a few. I said, you want a surf and turf? Because the surf and turf is with the scallop and the shrimp and all of these things. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I think that will work for you. But you know, she'll go through it, and she said, you know, at the end of the day, she choose what she choose. She choose the well done with the surf and turf,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, guess what she want to drink?
Yeah.
Make a wild guess.
What you want to drink?
She said she want to drink. The guy asked her what she want to drink, but guess what she choose?
A female drink? What do you mean? A pina
The girl
colada?
choose a Coke.
That
Whoa.
Coke?
Coke.
You know, I don't like people who like to play their bougie, but they don't know anything about being bougie.
This girl,
She a Coke
order a Coke. So
to have with steak.
the server and myself look at each other and like a Coke. I said, yeah, she want a Coke. Give her a Coke.
Nobody has Coke with steak, man.
Dude, when the steak came over, and I'm there enjoy, because you see the thing is, I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
The girl was having the steak. When she mentioned, well done, I know the date was over.
Mm.
The date was over.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, you know what? I wanted to go enjoy myself.
Mhm.
Worse when we got there and she ordered a Coke. She wasn't enjoying herself. She was burping like crazy around the table.
Because nobody have steak with
Or even have steak with Coke. Or even ginger ale. Or even ginger ale.
Maybe it was a cost. Maybe she was trying to to minimize the cost, man.
Listen to me, man. You see, the thing is, because I invite her out, I was
Mm.
responsible for her. I invite her out.
She's trying to keep the bill small.
Just make sure we're not missing any
I'm
comments.
listening in the comments.
So someone said no expectations, coffee and a walk. Second time should be a real date. No, if you want to invest. Okay, so the person's basically saying on the first date, you just go something like for a normal walk and stuff like that and gather some
Yeah.
information,
Yeah, that's a choice.
gather some intel, and then
Yeah.
you will know if you want to go on to a second date.
Yeah.
Then now you're gonna make a little bit more investment. All right, gather that.
Appreciate it.
Someone say,
that's choice.
love your sweatshirt. You have a great sweatshirt. Look at
Man. Bless. You know,
Someone
definitely.
say it's like YouTube and barbecue trips. Someone say love your vibes. Do you have a vibrator? A vibrator? That's a trick question.
What I mean.
A vibrator, not vibrator, a vibrator. I don't know what is that.
mean?
I do not know what is that.
Explain.
I do not know what that. It sounds like vibrator. Is that a trick question?
Yeah, but
Maybe we have to
After-
set it up. We probably have to set it
yeah,
up.
we have to set it up.
Yeah.
But after the steak, everything she's burping up and down. I said to her, you know, normally you don't have steak with Coke, okay? Because especially because of the oil and all of these things,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work. And she said, you know what? Yeah, but you said you enjoy steak. You never had steak in your life.
See, that's what I'm saying. People who are being bougie, but they're not bougie. They're
You
just
want-
pretending to be bougie.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
We didn't even have dessert. You understand?
Mhm.
She said she want to go home because she wasn't enjoying herself while I'm there enjoying myself.
Well, yeah,
Too
yeah.
much burping, eh?
Exactly. And you
Any
know where we went?
farts? Any farts?
No, but you know where we went after on the way taking her back home? She wanted McDonald's.
And if that was your initial, if you had initiated that, you would have been in trouble.
McDonald's?
You would have been in trouble.
So I said, you know what?
I hope as long as she didn't have a kid's meal.
She never saw me again.
So there was not a second date after
There was
that.
never.
So you decide not to go on a second date, or you guys just never touch base after?
Well, I decided not to
Okay.
because you know I wanted to enjoy herself,
Mhm.
give her an
Yep.
experience. You know, because based on all the things that she had told me, she never had these type of experience. I said, you know, let me give her that experience. You know what I mean?
Yep. So Prince, I could give you an example, a story. I'm not calling names, but a friend of mine,
Oh, don't call any names here.
a friend of mine once told me what made her refuse to go on a second date. She said there was somebody who liked her, right?
So much.
Mhm.
And she hesitated, but she didn't want to go on a date. But she finally decided to go on a date with this guy.
Mhm.
And she said she got so turned off by the date because first of all, the man invited her to the date, and secondly, he driving around all over Toronto, can't find a place, and asking her a suggestion, where you think I should go? Where you think we should go?
No, she should go
How
home.
how could you want to have a date with a woman and not made plans and not identify a restaurant before, and they were driving the wrong way in the whole hour looking up there and then asking opinion? So definitely, she said, no, not me. I'm not going back at this nowhere on this date to this man.
Yeah, because see, that's another thing. Unprepared. You're not prepared.
Not prepared.
Yeah.
So when you're not prepared, you're wasting people's time. You're wasting your own time.
Bro.
Exactly.
Turn off.
Big turn off. Big turn off.
Because if you can't prepare for a first date where you should be making an impression, right?
Yep.
Can you imagine what the relationship is gonna be like?
Yeah. At least
Because you're not even comfortable yet.
Yeah.
And you can't even prepare yourself.
I agree.
So what happens after comfortability kick in?
Do your homework, man. Do your homework. Do your homework. Find out what you like.
Dude,
Of course.
have at least 3 to 4 plays in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plays.
You have
Except
this.
McDonald's, of course.
You have to have backup plan, all kind of thing, because you can go somewhere, something happen.
You understand?
Hey,
Yeah, yeah, you're right, Jermaine. At least 2 or 3 places you have.
3 plays in mind.
Yep. And that impressed the young lady. No woman, woman wants to have somebody who unsure and not sure where they're going and indecisive. No,
Yes.
man, that's a big turn off.
big turnout.
It
for
is
sure.
a big turn off. You know
Big
what I mean?
turn off, man.
I went on a date and I sometimes what I do, if I want to try something different, I will call 4 or 5 people and say, hey, give me some suggestion of some places. You know what I mean? And what I would do sometime is actually go to the place prior, maybe a day or 2, and go try something there.
Yeah, just make sure.
Make
Yep.
sure. You understand what I'm saying? And get recommendation.
Look at reviews.
Of course.
Very important. When you're going to a restaurant. No, someone taught me that. Like I was not big on looking on reviews and stuff like that. And someone taught me that, just go and look and see what the reviews look like,
You know what I mean?
I did
Look
it.
at prices too.
Yeah.
Look at prices too, right? You don't want to. So let me ask you a question though. Do you think, if you take somebody to a date, you think that person would be impressed if it's whether the restaurant is high end or pricey? You think that would make them feel better to see that you're taking them to a special place?
I shared a video not too long ago with Jermaine, where a young lady was taken to Cheesecake Factory and she was not impressed, and she let him know right before. As soon as they pull up, she let him know that she's not impressed. She does. Cheesecake Factory is not a really. I wouldn't say it's a.
Listen to me. Cheesecake Factory for 2 people, it's almost $150, $170.
Yeah, but that lady was not
Easy,
impressed.
easy.
She was not impressed at all.
You know,
Wow.
she was a gold digger.
So this is 2023. It's really different. You know what I mean? I don't really go on a lot of dates.
shout out
You know
to
what I'm saying?
everyone that is here,
Maybe
man.
I should be going on a lot of dates. I'm single, so I should be going on. Maybe I should be going on some dates.
Loud guy. I said that too loud.
Hey, I gotta say it loud. Maybe somebody watching and wanna connect. Jump in my inbox. You know what I'm saying? You never
Make
know.
sure you guys are following us online. So Dave, you have socials, right?
Jeff, you have
Jeffrey.
What's your social media?
My social media. Well, I'm not too much like I'm on
You're on Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let us know your handle and stuff so people can
make
follow
sure you're
you.
following Jeff.
Okay.
Make sure you guys know I'm the Prince Network, both on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. I have the same handle. So
Yeah, and naturally a boy Jermaine Cowan every time. You know what I mean? Every social media, that's the name. Make sure you guys checking out my music, okay? I do amazing music, and you guys would never be disappointed with it. You know what I mean?
You have anything new? You have anything new, Jermaine? Out?
Yeah, there's a new album that is out called Love Script, man.
Okay.
It's all over the place. I have some big news coming up, so I can't even say nothing about it right now.
Okay.
You know, some amazing news coming up with that for the new year. But it's an Afrofusion album. You know what I mean?
Yes, guys, we're taking a commercial break,
It's a commercial break.
Come
You
on.
know what I mean?
All right, good.
Yeah, man.
And Jeffrey, because I know Jeffrey have some artists under his roster. So anything new anything we should be looking forward coming out?
No, well, as usual, I have the Grace Music Project, the charity group that I have. I might be doing maybe an online concert, maybe early next year, end of the month. The usual charity stuff. But still busy in the music industry, like doing gigging and so on. Nothing. I haven't done much recording for a while, The
Mhm.
market is a bit
I
slow.
don't know. Give me some context.
Yep.
So what you do? What you do in the music business? I need some context.
Well, I used to be a more active producer, but now I do a lot of more arranging and like I'm like a backstop musician now. I accompany a few artists with like a one man band stuff now. Like I have Ableton and this Prime app I use on my tablet, so I would, in the absence of musicians, I would go on and provide accompaniment to various singers.
Okay.
And I do a lot of church gigging now, mostly on weekends. So I don't do so much production now. It's kind of slow production. So it's more live gigging and musical accompaniment. And of course, I have the Great Music Project, which is a charity, a personal charity where I kind of utilize singers, vocalists,
Mhm.
for worthy cause to help people with medical needs, funeral expenses, other stuff. So I donate personally to these kind of stuff. So that what the Grace Music Project about, like using your free service to help people.
Okay.
Uh,
And do you still have, I know you have like offices and stuff that you rent
oh
out,
yes,
stuff like
yes,
that.
I do. I have a commercial space in Finchon 27. So there's a rehearsal space there people can rent to have
Mm-hmm.
their giggings, and even you can do online if you want to do online session, live recording
Mm-hmm.
can be done there too. So that facility at 101 Westmore Drive, Finchon 27. So I
Mm-hmm.
do offer that kind of service also. Yeah.
Finch 27.
Pension
Okay.
27. Yeah.
Closer to Woodbine,
All right. Good. Good.
or closer to.
Closer to it's close to Albion, where's down there, boy, where they have this
Was it
this
Westmore?
Sikh
Was it
temple.
West?
Westmore Drive, 101 Westmore Drive,
Yes, sir.
close to the Sikh temple. Yeah,
The main
Yes.
intersection is Finchon
Shelby.
27.
Finchon 27. It's close to Albion and Highway 27 there, I think.
Ghana.
Somewhere across.
Okay.
All right. Good
All right,
stuff.
cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thanks for the ad. Yeah, commercial.
Hey, no problem, man. That's what we're there. Gotta support each other.
Yeah, man.
Someone say it looks like it's the Prince Network. Hi, so handsome single ladies get in there quickly. Okay, all right. Sure. Hey, someone is rooting for me, boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woo. Yeah, man.
All right, so yes, back to the topic. All right, so you guys are saying, but this is 2023, of course, and
Yeah.
I think you can't really take people anywhere, and that's why it's important to have conversations before you rush out on a date, right?
Mhm.
So you know what I mean. So when someone will not shop and they'll be surprised. You understand? Like that girl, although I think that was her fault, because here, Jeffrey, let me give you a backstory.
Ah.
To take up a lady, you are taking a lady out on a first date.
Mm-hmm.
You tell her you're gonna pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
To pick her up, you already set up what restaurants you're gonna go and all that stuff. You're there waiting for her for an hour.
I know.
Meaning you have to go cancel whatever you have to go and cancel any other thing you had at the restaurant, because if it was stated for 5, you're already late. You're gonna get there for 6. They're not gonna hold that spot for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So now, because of that, his backup plan, he ended up still waited for him. I mean, I would not wait an hour for nobody,
No.
but he still waited. And then he ended up taking her now to the Cheesecake Factory. Now she's all pissed off, even though she was late. Her communication was not the best, so that did not even soften the blow.
Yeah.
Right. So that was one of the things why she ended up at the Cheesecake Factory. And I think she should have understand, like, listen, I was late, I was all that, let's do this, let's see what the guy is like. I mean, because I think I'm so far the guy with the fact that he waited, he's a gentleman for an hour.
But Prince, let me cut you there. Okay, so I wouldn't directly say the woman was late, Let me tell you, as a person who is always getting ready to go on a date, that's something you have to always make allowance for. Do your planning in such a way, because women in general take extraordinary time to get themselves ready, and you have to factor in that, man. If you make an appointment for 6, make it, adjust your time, and have that as an expectation that she will be late.
No, but that's a tough out though. So you're asking the man to compromise. I would say to ladies, if you know it takes you 3 hours to get ready, you understand? You have an appointment for 4. You start getting ready all 1 o'clock, man.
He has a point. He has a point
Start getting ready all 1
So
o'clock.
he has a point, Jeff, because normally on a Saturday
Yep.
or Friday, you know, it depends if she work or if she have
Mhm.
you know what I mean? You have to factor in some time rather than book the space for 6. But if both of you agree for 6 o'clock,
Mhm.
Yeah. That's true. If,
then I agree with Prince. Prioritize.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But if you knew that you guys didn't make the priority and you just book it and tell her and expect
yeah.
supposed to be there, and then I will
Mm.
agree with you.
Mm.
You know
Yep,
what I mean? We know anytime we're gonna pick up a woman, we have to factor in at least half an hour
Half
delay.
an hour extra, yeah.
Oh, I know that for sure.
You
But you see,
understand?
the thing is, that's another thing I asked, right?
You
When
just
you are
vibe,
talking, because we are adults, man, we're not kids. When two adults are talking, you understand? Like these are easy decisions to make, I think.
I don't think so.
No, listen, you know you're talking to someone who have kids and stuff like that. You guys are talking back and forth, and you ask, okay, listen, what time would you like for us to meet? You guys, and it's a Friday, don't agree for 6
No.
on a Friday.
No.
You live in it. We live in Canada. You know what I mean? On a Friday, Fridays you can't get to nowhere on time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So book for a later time. So instead of 6, let's do 8. Because you know, just to get home from work alone
Yep.
is a struggle. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We are adults. You shouldn't really have these type of struggles. Like, you know, it seems like two
you shouldn't,
adults
but-
doesn't know what they're doing.
You know what I mean? But I believe they both came to a conclusion of the time.
Yes, I
I
believe
think
they
so.
did that.
And she disrespect.
Mhm.
She should have said, you know what? Hey John, hey Tom, knowing that she won't be ready for 6,
Mm.
you know what I mean? At least half an hour before. Guess what, John?
Mm.
I'm not gonna be ready for 6.
Mm.
See if you can change the reservation that you book prior.
Someone say the Queen. Yeah, one of our Canadians say communication is key. It is. Communicate.
You can be grown and still suck on the communication.
Yeah, if you lack communication, man, that's
It's terrible.
that's always gonna be a
You know
flaw.
what I mean?
And communication, you need good communication in life, in a whole and in general. But also in a relationship, communication have to be a skill. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But the two of them played the role, and the two of them had wrong in each part. You know what I mean? So again, you know,
I blame her a lot. I'm like, first of all,
she was being a digger.
the lady said if she go into Cheesecake Factory, she would die. That's how bad it is. If I go into Cheesecake Factory, I will die. She used that line.
But later they saw her in Cheesecake Factory.
Already?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Wow. What was she doing there?
Listen to me. One drink in Cheesecake Factory. If I get a Negroni, if
Mm.
anyone to know what's a Negroni is, it's a three-part component drink,
Mm.
right? That's almost $15 to $17.
Excuse me, I'm gonna fill my glass, guys.
$17. Okay, and if you have two of them, plus dinner, plus dessert, or plus appetizer, that's
Mm.
you alone are over $100.
Mhm.
You know, understand what I'm saying? And if I'll go to Cheesecake Factory, I'm gonna get something that I enjoy. I'm not gonna look at the bill because I know what I'm losing that night.
Mhm.
You know, I already knew what I'm losing. You know what I mean? And if I'm interested in that person, then hey, listen to me. Then we go over the bill. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
The interest and the vibe and everything is nice. Why not? By the way, Prince is trying to drunk me off tonight. I don't know.
Hey,
Don't have no plan.
look what the man is drinking here.
I didn't bring this here, right?
Black tears.
Well, probably look like an incorrect label there, man.
Okay. Yeah. You can add it. You can add something to this.
Want some orange juice?
Yeah, I'm trying to get home. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
I am starving. But anyway, so let me ask you guys something. Even though we're on this topic, I believe a lot of us have a lot of first date. depends on how many dates before you get to the right person in your life, because your relationship is over 20 years. You know what I mean? Question is, um, I've had so much. I've been on numerous dates in my life, and some of them are oh yo, you have to look in the eyes. Eh? Look in the eyes.
Yes. Mhm.
Yes, my boy.
Mm.
I went on a first date. The girl
Mm.
called me. She said, "You know what? We have been talking a while." So the table is reversed because I was the one who delayed with the date. The girl called me. I said, "You know what? Excuse me. I have to call you because you don't want to go out with me." And I said, "You know what? Yeah, I do. But for me, I wasn't ready with her, right?
Yeah.
Because I was into multiple dates, right?
Okay.
You're experimenting here.
Which one works for me?
Mm.
You know what I mean? But she said she wanna take me out. So I said, okay, no problem. You're being a little aggressive, but that's okay. We went. So we went out and went out. She asked me where in your area is good. So me just tell her where I would like to go.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So she covered the bill.
Oh,
The
hey, applause for the ladies taking.
Very, very rare occurrences.
I was impressed.
Hmm?
I was impressed.
That deserves a second date.
Of course it did. It deserved a second date, but she failed. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
So after we went on date, great vibe and all of that. Bring her up after we went up on the rooftop, where I used to live, and then she said all of a sudden, "Hey, you want to smoke weed?" I said,
Oh,
That's an aggressive woman, boy.
"Smoke weed?" I said, "You know what? And I'm not a big fan of weed, but you know what I mean. If I see my dad and the prophet, I say, give me one puff. That's it. That's pretty much it. I'm not a smoker. I'm a cigar guy. If she had said cigar, let's do it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, we she was doing her thing on the roof and she said she have to smoke, and I said no problem. Maybe it's because of anxiety. And
Mm.
that's okay. You know what I mean? And so we went back downstairs and you know, she wanted to get in that zone, you know what I mean? Fool around zone and stuff like that. And maybe because what turns me off, she was talking too much. Shout out.
Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button,
Big
guys.
shout out to all the talkers. I'm sorry. So she was talking too much and I couldn't handle it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to be talking so much. You know what I mean? So sometimes, you know, I'll be there laying down, and I'm like, "It's okay. You don't need to say nothing. Just put your hand on my shoulder. It's okay. It's okay." And you know, thing led to another, and so I passed out. You know what I mean? And I got up. She said she was leaving, and when she left, I went in the bathroom. I didn't know I had some money on the counter. I had around $70 to $75.
Mm.
And so she's calling. No, she drove. So she didn't call me. She drove. So when she left, she got home. She called me and said she sent me a message and said, "Hey, just consider that you paid for the date.
Oh.
Take my $75." She's a thief.
No, she got paid. She got payment, man. She took a payment.
She said, "Just consider you paid for the date.
Oh,
Mm.
$75."
mm-mm.
And that was the first date.
Nothing for free, boy.
I have a question for you, gentlemen, and everyone
Big shout
that's
out to everybody
and everyone that's a top in there. I don't know if they used to do this back in the day, but I know now it's a common thing for people to be dating multiple people, right? It's a very common thing. So how do you guys feel about that? Where both males are dating multiple people, females are dating multiple people at once. How do you feel?
People are looking
Well-
for this. So, but go ahead, Jeff. You talk.
Okay, so in my early days, of course, I can't disclose my any current dates now because of my marital status.
Yeah.
In my,
No comments. Don't get in trouble, buddy. Don't
So-
get in any trouble, buddy.
no comment, yeah, no comments and any dating. That's irrelevant. But my previous dating times, of course, you're trying to as a man, you're trying to find that right person.
Mhm.
And but what I looked at mainly in those days though is the financial consequences of my multiple dating.
Mhm.
Because as you know, going out is not cheap.
Yeah. It wasn't
And-
cheap then?
It wasn't cheap that time.
Well, I
Because-
guess it's not cheap now either.
Right. But I am always that conscious because believe me, that's the cost of it, right? You might feel good, boy, I want to date 5 and 6 women. But
Mhm.
the more women you date, it's the more you book.
More money you gotta spend.
So I always keep that at the top of my mind, like, and of course, I would not personally, I would not waste my time and gonna date for somebody I really don't like personally,
Okay.
don't have any feeling for.
Mhm.
So that would of course limit dating to about 3 or 4 people maybe
Yeah.
around that time. But those are the things I look at. But I'm not saying it is wrong. It's a good idea to really feel that out to see who you're comfortable and who you can laugh with, who you can enjoy the moments with, because you want to enjoy dates too. You don't just want to go out. You want somebody who makes you happy and who you could also be happy with. So normally you find 2 or 3, 2 out of every 10 person might be capable of doing that.
Mhm.
You don't want any gold diggers. You don't want people.
don't
who-
want
yeah, you don't want gold diggers. You want somebody who genuinely likes you too. So while it is okay to have multiple dates, I still have to have a restriction as to how many
Mhm.
and cost wise, and as I said, for other factors. That's my story. Yeah.
What Jimmy? How do you feel? I have my take on it, which I will give you guys my 2 cents just now, or in my case, 3 cents.
I believe you have to watch the pocket. You know what I mean? But again, always ask myself how much I want to lose within that multiple stream of dating that I'm doing.
Mhm.
I want to know how much I'm going to lose, because if I decide if I budget for $500 or $1,000,
Mhm.
I'm enjoying every minute of that $1,000.
Mhm.
Yep.
Understand? And if there's some dates I've been on that cost me 2 Starbucks,
Mhm.
and some days
Not
cost
too
me
shabby. Not
some
too shabby.
some days cost me Tim Hortons. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And as I said, I get it's just how much you want to lose on every event. You know what I mean? I don't believe you're supposed to be all over the place. You know what I mean? You talk. If you're doing the conversation intro first, you know what I mean? You should know who you want to tap into to work with.
Mhm.
And I don't think you need to go out with everybody. Depends on who's giving you the best vibe, I believe.
The best vibes. Yeah, the best vibes. That's it.
I mean,
The best vibes.
from now on.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I get
Big
you
shout out
guys.
to everybody.
I'm in agreement from a
Great
financial
conversation.
standpoint where it can be very it can be very heavy on the pockets, so to speak. I think from someone, I always speak for myself, like, because I'm in the spotlight so much. So I always say, you know what, let me avoid being seen with a plethora of people at once, because it just doesn't, for me, it doesn't look good.
Image. Yeah.
You understand? If you are not in the spotlight, I
What's
guess
up?
there's something people can get away with certain things.
Mhm.
I think, people who are on stage and always in the spotlight all the time don't have that type of luxury. So I prefer to kind of stay away from, having a bunch of dates and stuff like that. I prefer to see that this person, I like you, let me take you out and see if the vibes is right, if that's the connection is right and stuff like that. And we maintain that. If not, then we go our separate ways or something. So.
But Prince, would you take multiple dates to one location? Would you think that'll be a good wise thing to do? Like, if you go on 5 dates, would you take them to the same restaurant where the manager and everybody might see you coming in and you're pulling around?
That's not a good idea. I've heard stories where I've heard stories before where people gone into restaurant and the person's like, "Hey, what's going on? Yeah, you were here last week.
Exactly.
With Justin."
done it before. I swear to you, I've done it before. With like 5 people, but maybe like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I you see, because I would throw because if I like the place so much, I'm
Yeah.
going back.
Yes. You feel like the place, yeah.
They teach restaurants, there's restaurants, personnels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not just give out information like that.
Yeah. They could sell you out. They could sell you out and not involuntary. They could sell you out.
Well, most of the restaurant that I take people multiple times, they know me there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, when I come in,
Hey,
they know.
Jermaine, what's going on?
They don't say nothing. They're just big meal and such.
Oh,
XYZ. That's it.
like, hey, Jermaine, Jermaine was here last week with Sherry.
No. They won't say that. They won't say that. They won't say that.
Nah, you have to.
I know people would say that. You know what I mean? Yeah, they would say.
Someone asking, what accent is it? He's Jamaican. Jeffrey is from St. Vincent. And I'm in between. I'm like Canadian, Vinci, Jamaican.
That is it. What, they can't understand that?
Huh?
You guys can't understand that?
I know someone say, what accent is this?
Oh, where you guys are from?
Yeah.
So what if you go on you're talking to this girl.
Guys, don't be afraid to hit the like button, man. Come on.
Yeah, you're talking to this girl,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, you see her profile, and she said, "Oh yeah, this is me." You know what I mean? And she didn't update her photos.
Mm-hmm.
All the photos them are like 5-6 years.
Mhm.
But
You know what I mean?
5-6 years, you're not supposed to be that of a difference.
Oh, it can be a big difference. Okay.
Yep, I agree.
You know what I mean? Because I had a situation. I remember when I was just on dating site and stuff like that, and
Kingston, what's going on, Kingston?
I remember I was talking to this young lady. She said, "You know what? Yeah, I think we should meet up and stuff like that." I said, "Okay, sure. I think why not?" You know, I said I finished work at such and such a time, but what I shouldn't have done is to tell her what I was going to wear, because she told me what she was going to wear, and that was the first mistake. So she said that was the second mistake. The first mistake is when she showed. She said, "This is my profile." I look at all the photos then, and I'm like, "Huh." You know, I questioned them, but I said, "You know what? Let me just go anyway." You know what I mean? I want to go enjoy myself anyway. You know what I mean? Just give somebody a great time. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you just don't know where people are dealing with. You know what I mean? You just want to give them a great time. So we meet up. When I get off the subway, I said I'm not going to drive. I got off the subway, and who was standing the exit of where I'm coming out? The person. When I saw them, our eyes caught 4 locked in, and I'm like, God damn. It was just one other U-turn you need to make immediately.
Did you make the U-turn?
And she told me what she was wearing. Right away. I said, who the hell is this? This is not the person I saw on the profile. But when I said, you know what, I'm going to be that nice guy. I was raised right. You know, met up with her, went to the restaurant. So I know the restaurant because I go there a few times. Yeah. So when we went up there, I wanted to go to the very top. You know what I mean? Because I don't want nobody to see me as this person. You know what I mean? So when we went up there, first of all, when I met her and she hugged me, is the smile that I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. The grill. From here, back here, was black. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
Then she was wearing one of those teachers' cardigan, you know, with a pocket at the front. And so she said she had 5 cats.
Cats.
And she read, so she's a teacher and all of these things, and just smell like cat wearing this old cologne. Old perfume. And
you smell like cat.
In the restaurant, bro.
You sit right at the front, huh?
I make sure scan where I'm going to sit with her. So when anybody come in, they will just see her and pass. They won't even have no visual of her. You know what I mean? So when I went in, I sit. My back was turned to the wall. This is the whole restaurant in front of me.
Mhm.
So she has to sit with her back turned to the restaurant.
To the audience.
I think she probably picked up some. Probably you don't think she picked up that you
Well,
uncomfortable?
I don't think she did. She was naive. And we sat down there, and the it's like I'm seeing everybody in the restaurant. She couldn't see nobody. She have to turn her back to see everybody in the restaurant.
Might as well. The only thing might as well they had given her a paper bag to put over her face, man.
Oh my
Ah,
God.
man.
You know, I think that was the next best thing.
Come on, John, you're real gross, man.
No,
You
but
real harsh.
she
Oh,
told
she
me,
real gross.
no, but she told me, this is me, this is how I look 5 years ago
Yeah,
versus 5 years later.
Mm.
she didn't take care of herself, man.
You know what? You deserve this.
She didn't take care of herself.
So did he take her on a second date?
We had a great time. She had a great time. You know what she said when we're finished? I'm sorry, people.
That is the best date you
Yeah,
went on,
big
huh?
shout out to everybody that is here. When we got down, I called her Uber.
Oh,
I
look
was a
at you,
gentleman,
man. You're
calling
a
her
gentleman.
Uber,
Look
right?
at this guy.
Call her Uber.
Mama raised you right.
And she said, it's not me. Said, hey, can we see each other on another date? She said, so can we go on a second date? I said, we think about that. You know what I mean?
Diplomacy.
Yo, when she left, I never text her.
Oh my.
She I'm sorry, people. That was my past. If you come, if we're gonna go on a date and you send me photos, make sure is your present
Photo.
So
you know what you're looking like now.
So because if you come looking, that's not who I'm seeing, expect the date can turn left. Okay,
Yeah.
It's gonna turn left. You know what I mean? And that was the first date. And that was the first and last. Never went back on another. I never seen.
Yeah, and you're right. I think a lot of relationship either are decided at that first date, right? Like if the first date at that point, you're gonna find out, boy, when you examine all these people mannerism, their looks and everything, you tell yourself at that moment, boy, do I really want to see this person again? Do I want to continue? You get that impression at that first date. So it's important that you really.
They always say first impression is lasting, right?
Yep.
It's a true thing. Like, and that's not just going for dating. That's like anything in life.
Relationship. Yeah.
Interview. How you present yourself the very first time is, that's what people see, taking people's head.
And you have to leave that first date with a feeling that, boy, I really can't wait to see this person again.
Yeah.
If you can leave with that feeling, I really I can't wait for tomorrow or Wednesday to go on a date again. This is something good. But as John said, if you said, no, I'll think about it. No, that means something doesn't add up there.
Yeah,
I know.
I believe you should give. When anyone who go out with me on a date or whatever, I make sure they have a great experience.
Yeah.
You understand? I want them to be like, man, if I go out with somebody else, I hope they can top this.
Yeah.
But it's not even about the top this. You know what I mean? The experience, you could have a great experience at McDonald's.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
you could have a great experience there. Anywhere you go, you could have a great experience. But make sure anywhere you go or whatever you do, you have a great experience. I have I was talking to this young lady on online. To start talking on the phone. After 2 hours in the conversation, the girl asked me, "How tall are you?"
After 2 hours.
2 hours. I said, "I am 5'6". That's what God gave me. I didn't get no more height. She said, "Unfortunately, I rather somebody over 6 feet." I said,
"Oh wow,
the person over 6 feet, it's okay."
Was she talking about your height or downstairs?
My height. So, but this is what I said to her: short hawks chop down big trees. You know what I mean? Because now it becomes it becomes sorry. In this day and age, I am glad where you at in your life. that you have great experience and married for so long, so you have a lot of context, dialects. You have so much information that you can able to teach
Mhm.
these youngsters that they're in the dating scene.
Like,
Mhm.
like,
You know,
come to Jeffrey for pointers, you know.
I heard the statistic in the dating in condominiums.
Mhm.
Condominiums, 85% female in condominiums are single.
So how come I can't find a
It's
lady?
single.
Come on, Prince. You have too many ladies, man.
I gotta
You the
move.
ladies, man. You can't find the ladies.
All right.
Because you know, a lot of these female, what they're looking for and what they can, you know, they will come with all of these makeup on them and they're not coming as their real self. You know what I mean? Some of them are there, you know, because they want to know the man have 6-pack or 2-pack or 4-pack, and the
No
bank
pack.
account or the shoes have to look a certain way,
Mhm.
and they have to drive a certain car.
Yeah.
You know, all of these things are
Vein.
creating a lot of mental health, is it mental health?
Mhm.
A lot of them have mental challenges. You know what I mean? I remember I sat down with a young lady in Starbucks having a conversation with this young lady, and this young lady was just going off. And so I asked her how long she had been single. She said she was single for a year and a half. And I asked her what happened along the way.
Mhm.
Why are you single a year and a half? You know what I mean? You're an attractive young lady, but what happened?
Mhm.
Why you cannot connect with somebody? And the things that she was saying, and I'm like, I already diagnosed her. I'm like, this girl has problems.
Mhm.
So I asked her about her last 3 dates or last 3 relationships. She had tell me everything that bad with the young man. So I asked her, you know, I don't want to talk about them. Let's
Yep.
talk about you.
You.
What did you do,
Mhm.
or what your contribution for them
Mhm.
to leave you? What was your contribution?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she was bigging up herself the whole time. Then I realized she was the common denominator.
Mhm.
That's why for me, and I spend zero time talking about exes and this and that because I think
What?
I'm like the person's not there to defend themselves.
Exactly.
What's the purpose of really
Yep.
having part of the conversation? You understand? Just to make yourself look good. And
Yeah.
anybody with much common sense will be able to see through you.
Yeah.
You understand? Where you're just talking about, oh, this person is all bad and you're all good. It's like so obvious what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So I prefer to just leave those things by themselves. I'm like, you know.
Yeah. But
Someone
I
say,
believe
"Can I come up and ask you something?" Sure,
no,
please
no.
come up. Let you in, man. Come on.
You know what I mean?
Let's come on. We're ready. Come on. We'll let you in for sure.
Yeah. So how I tackle, you know, relationships or
Mm.
dates these days, you know, I'm involved, you know what I mean? So I don't need to be dating anybody at this time. But I use the marriage vow to tackle finding someone, because better for worse, richer for poor, sickness and in health.
Mm-hmm.
I use those principles in
Yep.
finding someone.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And you don't understand how it works.
Mhm.
Big time. It may not work for everybody because people are looking for things. People are looking for easy way out. Understand? So if the man, it's like I remember I was talking to this girl, just having conversation with this girl. Jeff, the girl asked me, what do I do for a living?
Uh-huh.
And you know what I told her? I tell her I'm a receptionist. I, I sweep the floor at Stubbs Hair Studio.
Okay.
I took out garbage. That's my job.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell her I owned the business,
Yep.
because if I told her I own the business, the conversation is going to turn a different way.
Yep.
No, it becomes, you know what I mean? Oh, he has something that I
Yeah,
need.
Zach, you can come up for sure, Zach.
So I said, I'm a janitor, and I do customer service.
Mm-hmm.
She said, oh my God. So I asked her what job she does. So she's a picker, packer at, at, at a warehouse, right?
Oh man.
But I tell her that, you know what, you're not for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't let your job dictate
Yeah. Do you find that a guy will take a lady out?
Conversating.
A guy can take a lady out. It doesn't matter what's her background, where she works, or whatever. But it would not be the other way. A girl will not take a guy out based on if he's working.
Well,
at
well,
McDonald's.
that's true. That's true. You'll find more a man would accept a woman with nothing
Who
than a
she is.
woman accept a man with nothing.
Right,
I mean, you can't blame the woman too, no, because
No.
I would encourage these women friend I would have. I would definitely encourage them to not to just pick up a man without no ambition, without no work, without no, you could be getting into trouble.
I agree.
But we could pick up a woman with nothing because once you love somebody, you don't really care, right? You love the person, but hardly you find that to that woman.
Because we're builders, you know.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You know what I mean? Women are not that. They're nurturers. They would nurture us.
Thank
But
you,
we would
Clarence.
build them. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And they're looking for that. You know, a lot of women see that, and especially if they look at their parents.
Yeah.
Look at their problem.
Yeah.
If they look at their parents,
Mm.
they will try to fashion what their parents do or have, just find it in the next person, find it in that person. And if they can't find it there, they keep gonna keep it moving. Because I remember this girl tell me that I have a business.
Mm.
I lease a condo. She came into this world seeing her mom with a house and a car, and she said that's life. That a man should have a house and a car.
Yep.
Make him
How she sees it. Yeah.
She said that makes him responsible.
Yep.
And I said, if I'm 16 years old, I have a house and a car, that makes me responsible. You know what I mean? She said, no. She said, that makes you a man. That's what she said.
Oh.
That makes you a man. And I said, me have a house and a car makes me a man. At 16 years old, makes me a man. You know what I mean? So you met me having a business, you know, with staff and leasing somewhere, living. That doesn't make me a man. Because she came into this world, see her mother with a house and a car. So that makes so she's chasing she's chasing that
Based on
another man, based on what she see her parents with.
Yeah, different expectations, right? And depends on how how they're brought up. Yeah, different expectations. Yeah.
But that makes you a man. So if you're not driving, Jeff, you're not a man.
Well, you're not a man for them, but that don't mean you're not a man, right?
No, yeah, of course.
You're
No,
not a man.
I'm an idiot.
You're not a man in their eyes, of course.
Yeah, but that's the thing. People draw conclusion on. So for them, they draw conclusion, and they think that's what you are across the board based on their opinion. And
Yeah,
I check people's opinion. I'm like, your opinion is your opinion. That doesn't change nothing about me. You stay over there with your opinion. You understand? I can live with your. I don't have to live with your opinion. You live with your opinion.
You want to hear something? You want to hear a B part to this that story? Jeff, I invited her to Toronto. She said she didn't drive, so I told her I'm going to send her an Uber. She said, if I ever tell my friend them you put me on an Uber, they will cuss you. I said, you know.
Oh my gosh.
So I know she was up here.
Yeah.
Was all that.
Or wires is crossed.
Anybody who live downtown Toronto don't drive.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep. It's terrible.
So she said, if you ever put me on an Uber, I will not talk to you again. So she reminded me of that girl that went to
The cake
factory.
Exactly. Bring us right back to that point.
That is crazy, man. That is crazy. I thought Zach wanted to come. Where Zach went? Zach, you're running?
Zach is writing down his questions.
No, but that is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I have an gonna go?
Huh?
I thought you were gonna say something.
No. Do your thing, man.
I was gonna give an experience, but let me leave that.
Come on, Prince. We need to hear one of your experiences, man.
That person might see it and get upset,
Who give a crap?
But no, look, John, man, already talk so many experiences, man.
Yeah.
You hear one of your
I have
experiences.
so much experience.
You ever date a girl who blocks you all the time?
Of course.
Ever make them block and unblock?
Yeah, they have emotional issues. We call them bipolar.
So people who
Block.
block and unblock all the time.
Bipolar.
they
They're
have-
bipolar or eccentric.
I prefer to like for
Maybe
me,
not
I'm like
eccentric. Bipolar.
bipolar. Yeah.
Yeah, bipolar.
What's the reason of unblocking, blocking, and what's up with that?
I don't know. You tell me. You're in that situation.
I don't know. I'm still
I've had it before. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I believe everybody have that experience with people who block you and unblock you. You know what I mean? Sometimes when they block me, bro, I'm not even gonna say nothing to them
Mhm.
until you come to yourself. Yourself. That's when we have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm a virgin. I don't have much experience. That's my one experience.
Prince.
Powerful.
Clarence, what are
I am
your
not.
names? This is Jermaine.
Cowan.
Another handsome gentleman on the screen is Jeffrey, Jeff, and I'm Prince.
Make sure you're streaming my music. Go to all social media platform, all music platform.
And
Stream
for who?
my-
What am I looking
Jermaine Cowan.
Okay, okay.
Jermaine Cowan. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Leave a comment.
Mm.
Follow me on all platforms. Definitely.
Listen, guys, while we're on commercial, Jermaine, we have a podcast that will be coming soon. We're looking at January,
15.
February.
Yeah, January, February.
February. So, guys, stay tuned, man. There's a podcast coming. You want to give them a little more intel on that?
No, I don't want to give them too much. We are putting together a podcast. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's gonna be on life experience,
Mhm.
music, because we're in that space. You know what I mean? And the arts. You know what I mean? So we're gonna talk about everything. So it's very broad. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have discussion with this and bring people in, and then you may see. I wouldn't want to talk too much about it, but
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. The pilot coming soon. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? And Jeff, you'll be getting a call to come tap in on the podcast.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for sure, man. The pleasure, yes. Yeah, pleasure's mine.
You know what I mean? Jeff has a nice vibe over there. You know what I mean? I won't ask him if you have kids, but looking at Jeff.
Oh, yeah, you have about 18 or 18 yet now?
Yeah.
18 kids?
No, man. No, man. I am. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Clarence. Big up, big up.
Prince knows me well, man. We go a long way. We do a lot of stuff together.
Play cricket too?
Nah. That's the only thing I do. I used to play cricket in the young days, but I never kept it up, right? So.
You know what's so funny, Jeff? I know Prince over 20 years
Wow.
and counting, and they never.
This is the guy that anytime you guys see me before you, sorry to interrupt you. Every time you guys see me as some crazy haircuts and all kind of crazy style, this is the guy who is responsible for it.
Oh, so your barber business, right? Hair business, right?
I'm
Hairstylist.
a hairstylist.
Yeah.
Oh, professional hairstyle. Okay, that's great. Okay,
So
that's great.
Stubbs Hair Studio. That's my business.
Yeah, where's your business? Where's your business located? Is it in Toronto?
Young and Eglinton intersection.
Oh, Young and Eglinton.
If you
Right
guys
at
are
the
ever in Toronto, y'all guys, hit me up. You need your hair be taken care of, you hit me up. I hit up my boy, he'll take care of you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Just let
What's
me
going on,
know.
people?
We get you an appointment for sure.
And everything is booked online. Everything is booked online. We don't do walk-ins.
Okay.
I'm sorry. For the people that who do walk-ins, I'm sorry.
What about if I'm coming, someone is coming from out of town?
If we're free, we're free.
Yeah, you get it. Okay.
If we're free,
Okay,
we'll make it happen. But if we're not free, we just can't just. What if somebody's coming out of town? You book for that time? Should I tell you? I'm going to cancel you.
What about if they're willing to tip you an extra $300 for that?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I believe in integrity, right? I believe in integrity.
Yeah.
Your time is booked. Your time is booked. If we can, we can. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of staff, so if they can handle, take them on. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Prince,
sir.
any music coming out for you, man?
I'm writing a couple of stuff. I have to reach out to you soon because you always Jeffrey always have something to do with when I'm bringing out music, because I always go to because I'm so busy. Sometimes you'll hear stuff for me, and I'm a drummer, and sometimes I really hear my tracks.
There's a song that you and Jermaine did that I always love, and I always tell Prince I listen to the song so often. The song with God Will Take Care of You. That track you guys did.
Hey!
That's a big track, man. You guys, that's a big track.
take care of you.
Oh, they want to do the stress and the struggle and go through that thing I did.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
But
man.
that's a big. You guys don't realize how big that track is, and I enjoy listening to that song.
We
The
gotta jump on
collaboration,
those
the
one.
collaboration you guys did.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I
No,
appreciate
it's a song I always real
Natural.
nice track.
I don't even know how he got me to come do that song for him.
Yeah, you're on it. You're featuring in the rap part, man, to the end there.
Yeah, yeah. He called me for me to come jump on the track for him. And he knows, he would have to sign a contract,
20 years of friendship is amazing what can happen,
20 years, well, you guys know each other a long time, eh?
Yeah,
I mean?
so everybody can call me,
Yeah, I'm saying. So
I
that's
just-
the luxury you have of 20 years of friendship,
The luxury.
Just like Jeffrey, I mean, that's stuff I can call Jeffrey for that anybody can just, and
Naturally.
vice versa.
Naturally.
And yeah, man, Prince, I always tell people there are few musicians. I've been on a lot of musicians, right? And there are few musicians I could count on my hand with great attitude. And I've never had Prince, I don't think both of us ever had a disagreement where we boy.
No,
He's one of the few people that I said I always have a good music relationship with, man. These guys are so professional and so always dependable, reliable. And we respect each other. We always respect
oh yeah,
each
no,
other.
you gotta have that mutual respect, man.
Mutual respect, yeah. That's what I love about humility, man. Yep.
That's nice.
I know, because it's not about, like, a lot of times what I find people get caught up in, who is better than who and who is
Yep,
this and
yep,
that,
yep.
and for me it's all about professionalism, respect, and that's all about it, man. Because we all, no matter how good someone is, or we all started somewhere. Nobody was,
Yep.
we all started somewhere. And
Man,
that goes for musicianship, instrumentalists,
I agree.
artists, singing, whatever,
I
man.
agree.
Yeah.
It's somewhere, man. As long as people are doing their best to kind of evolve and improve,
Mhm.
hey, man,
Totally.
you leave it right there, man. I don't get
Totally.
caught up in these, talking about other musicians and all those garbage and stuff
No,
like
no,
that. I
no.
don't have time for that.
Mhm. Man, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm here reading some of these comments
Mhm.
here. So somebody said, I have been in a poly relationship before. It's a lot of
Let me-
what?
let-
Trust.
Let me bring it up there.
So I met a few people that in the
What's a polygamy? What's
yeah, the polygamy.
Oh, so that's the short for polygamy. Okay.
Yeah, the relationships. Yeah, I'm like, okay. I don't know if you guys have met anybody in those space, but I've met people in those space.
Good night,
So
royalty queen.
some people in those space, Jeff,
Mhm.
they're dating 3 people. One of them they may be doing physical encounter with.
Mhm.
The other person, they may just be doing cuddling, nothing, and the other one may just be in talking.
Oh, whoa. There's a relationship where you
Depends
just
on-
cuddle?
Huh? Listen, you don't
No,
even
German is right. Yeah, you're right, because I was gonna bring that same point. Yeah, you're right.
dude, you have people who just come over
Just to cuddle.
just to cuddle with you
Oh,
because
wow.
they need companionship.
Oh, wow.
And then not only that too, some people just enjoy your company just to talk.
Mhm.
Yeah, nothing is wrong with that. Some people just enjoy talking to you, communicate with you. It's a different level of communication that they probably wouldn't even get with the partner. And they just enjoy it.
Wow.
And yes, I'm telling you.
We have
Yeah, and that's okay.
crazy. Yeah, I have it's not a friend of mine. It's a friend of a friend I know.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, she's dating 3 people. One of them live in Vancouver, one of them live in Toronto, and her main partner, is in Toronto. So they know about each other.
Oh, wow.
So she would say, you know what, Tim, I'll see Tim on Wednesday, one on Monday, one on Friday, or whatever it is.
Mhm.
And she said, you know what, I do this with Tim, I do this with John, I do this with Harry.
Mhm.
And I sat down there, my mouth dropped. I'm like, what? Yeah. And I'm like, it's just like a regular conversation. It's fluent.
Mhm.
They don't care. It's okay for you and I. We get uptight, get offended. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I'd be like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, you don't want to be that main person, right? To hear that, right?
You don't want to be that in person. Trust me, you don't want to be.
Yeah. You don't want to, yeah, you know. I mean, while I support social dating, I wouldn't like say applaud or surprise the poly dating because it's all about motivation. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it because I didn't really know what it was, until I started getting understanding and she's talking, and I said, you know what, I need some more data because I've never talked to somebody who has been in this space before.
Yeah. Very unusual. Yeah.
Amazing.
There's some people in this world. There's groups of people in this world. Some people would just want you to come over and just whoop their ass. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whoosh!
I want to have a question. What's your opinion on mass debating? What?
Masturbated?
Yeah.
Masturbate?
What's mass debating? Like this? That's this debate?
Ask,
What
you know what they're talking about?
What exactly is mass debating?
Masturbating or masturbating or masturbating?
Yeah, mass debating as a
Explain.
debate. Please give me some more intel on what
Yeah,
you're
I need
saying.
some more data.
Hello, BB from Guyana. Maybe BB from Guyana, as in you are in Guyana. Hi.
Sickly. What's going on with us here? Having a big conversation. You know what I mean? On first date.
Yeah, we are on TikTok, Jeffrey. We are on YouTube. We're all over the place.
Yeah, we're all over the place. Hey Sydney, what's going on? Make sure you're tapping up the screen. Make sure if you have any question or anything. There's Prince and Jeff here. Two amazing young men. You know what I mean? And
Show them the screen.
yeah, see the screen, people.
It's Jeffrey over there.
Jeffrey.
Big up.
Man, make sure you're following Jeffrey. What's the handle, Jeffrey?
Ledger. Jeffrey Ledger.
Jeffrey Ledger, yeah.
On Facebook. And
Ledger.
Facebook.
Ledger.
Yeah.
Ledger.
Yeah.
And Twilight Enterprises on YouTube.
And Twilight Enterprise on YouTube.
Okay, make sure you're following Jeffrey, people. And Sid, make sure
Canada,
you give
Toronto.
me 5
Toronto. We're
roses.
from
I need
Toronto.
5 roses before you get up. It's very important, and I need at least 500 hearts from you before you get up out of here. Okay? Yeah. I don't know if you remember Prince.
Oh boy, the Prince Network.
You know
See ya.
what I mean? Yeah, you make sure to laugh your ass off. Prince gave me something to drink. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Hey, Jeff. But
I
make
know
sure-
what it.
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta watch what you put in the drink, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
What mixture was that, Prince?
Huh?
What the heck?
What mixture was that?
No, it's a drink I got from a friend of mine. Called Black Tears. It's from Cuba.
Wait, it looks like orange juice, man.
No, he asked for orange juice in there. He wanted to be
Yeah,
chased with
because
orange
I didn't
juice.
eat anything. I don't know what he's trying to do, guy. I'm tough, guy. I can't eat. Okay.
Hello from Norway. Norway
What's
is in
going
the
on?
building.
So
Hello.
we're streaming on everywhere. We're on YouTube and we're on TikTok.
Yes.
Those two places we're streaming from. And we're just having conversation. You know what I mean?
Who's that?
About first
Sydney.
date. Sydney.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sydney.
You know what I mean? You have to tell Sydney to tap up the screen.
Yes,
tap
Sydney.
the
Hit
screen
that like button, man.
and send the hearts. I mean, we need
Come on.
5 hearts, Sydney. Make sure, Jeff. Make sure you're
Come
streaming.
on, Sydney.
Make sure you have your TikTok up. You know what I mean? Because it's important.
Go
Yeah.
and follow me on the Prince Network on
Yeah, make sure.
TikTok.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sydney. We need 500 hearts. We need to get to 3,000 before I get up out of here, and it's all on you. Okay, it's all on you.
How much you at right now?
I'm at where I'm at 2,000 what?
Ooh, 2,400 likes. Wow.
400 likes, 2,400 likes, and I need 5 roses from you, Sydney, or 7 roses from you to complete my goal. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right. Look
see
at
that?
that. You
You
got
see
an
that?
applause. Look at that.
You see that? What? 36? She gave me 36 roses.
Sydney is the best.
Sydney, when I see you,
You're getting hugs.
you're getting hugs and kisses on the cheek. I love her so much. Big shout out to Sydney in the place. If you guys need your teeth clean and all of these things,
Mhm.
she's a hygienist.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
and she's fabulous. Okay, don't ask me for
I have
nothing
a-
more. I'm gonna ask you for more. Anytime you come here, make sure you give me.
I have about 3 teeth left, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, Jeff and his family over there. So you're in the West End, Jeff.
Oh, north, north.
I'm
Oh,
up north.
you're
I'm
in
up north.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jeffrey's in Innisville, so it's too far. But he will once you book the appointment to come down, you'll look after him. She's amazing hygienist. And
Yep.
she has great teeth.
Mhm.
She has amazing teeth.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
I think she should be she should do commercials with teeth.
Just to
You
smile.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep, the smile.
Nice.
Yeah, man. But we're here having a conversation on first
Norway
date.
in the building.
On
yo.
first date, that's the conversation. First date. What will you do? How far would you go?
Your expectations.
Or your
on a first-
expectation
on a
on
first
first
date.
date. That's the topic. You know what I mean? So if you want to tap in. You know what I mean? Prince is live. We're live on YouTube. Jeff is here with us. We're just here, just chatting it up.
Just
and,
chatting away, man. Anybody want to take me out on a date? They have to let me know their expectations on
Yeah.
the first.
That is it. That is it. I like that.
Yep.
You know
I
what I
have to
mean?
know what's your expectations.
Yeah, man. I need to get the 3,000 likes. So please, if we can tap up the screen, Sid, that would be fantastic.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, man. But it's I was gonna say something here. Sydney just messed up my train of thought. How do you guys feel about online dating?
Oh my God, Jomin, what? You thinking exactly like me? I have that question was right at the tip of my tongue.
Oh, wow.
Anyhow, go ahead.
Versus meeting in person. I'm old school.
I'm old school, man. I don't like online dating. You won't see me on any online sites.
Well, we probably had a lot of online dating during COVID, right?
Maybe during COVID, what happened?
During COVID, online was the only choice, right?
Yes.
Oh, someone say first date, make sure your breath isn't humming.
That's important. That's a top. That's a top.
Very important, yeah.
And I'll go up in your face like this. Oh my goodness. Oh my first date. Breath has to be on point.
Breath has to be on point, yeah.
No, that's true. That's a very important. That's a point that people overlook, right? You can't overlook that at all.
Oh no, that's a big one.
That's a big one. That's a big one. Oh my God. Make sure your breath is
No, listen, one time I was at a concert and this was not even dating. This is not even dating. I was just as a concert. And I'm one of those guys who's very known, especially in the gospel arena too, right? So I went to a gospel concert. Someone give me a hug, boy. And I regretted hugging that person.
Cologne? No cologne?
The person's breath was so bad.
Like they just eat some fish or something?
Even the next day, I still smelling the breath. I went to bed. I came home, take a shower, and just like the next day, the thought of smelling the person's breath is still.
They probably had fish. They probably had fish for dinner, man.
I don't know what they had, man. They probably had the toilet.
Yeah, that's a big turn off. It's a big turn off that will determine next date.
Yeah, and that was not even a date. The person just see me, they haven't seen for a long time. Hey, what's going on, Prince? And boy, that was a regret. But anyways, back to online dating. I'm not big on online dating. I'm not on any online sites. You know what I mean? Because I'm not big on those things. I prefer to meet in person. I'm old school, if you want to call that old school. You know what I mean? That's how I see that. I am not into those things. I prefer to just kind of meet up in person. That's how I view that. But I know some people, there are people who have met their spouse like that, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna totally shut it out, you know what I mean? But you're not gonna really see me on any online websites or anything. That's just
Yep. And I would go a little further than online dating by saying like texting and texting and so on, dating by text and so on. What kind of satisfaction do you really get from these?
You can date via text.
Yeah, isn't that a form of dating where you text people and
Dating
you
via
Yeah,
text back and forth? What you call that?
that's a COVID thing.
It's a COVID thing.
Is that a form of dating? Like
Text.
you haven't yet like texting. Would you consider that a form of dating?
That's a form of communication. I mean,
You know, some people actually consider it as dating.
no. If I am
Long distance.
no, it doesn't have to be long distance. If I'm just texting you all the time and I can't talk to you, I don't consider that as dating. That's wasting my time
Yeah.
because I don't have to text you all the time. And anybody who have thought that Prince and them was dating via text, you just wasted.
Someone call that pen pal. Okay.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Sydney. Sydney is funny.
Sydney said that she called that pen pal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better that you meet someone organically
yeah.
in person.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
Definitely. I
I'm
believe
for
that.
that, Sydney, for sure.
We're for that.
Yeah.
Naturally. That costs for a 100 likes.
100 likes.
hearts. 100 hearts. Sydney.
I gotta get accustomed to telling my fans, make sure you're hitting that like
Make sure
button.
you guys sharing the likes. Make sure you guys share.
We log in the
share
same
too,
time.
okay?
He has almost 3,000. I have 200, just over 200. What's going on over this side?
Yeah, come on, people. Make sure you're tapping up the likes. Lot of hearts, lot of hearts, lot of hearts. Okay, naturally. Yeah, man. That's a pen pal thing, and I would agree with Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a pen pal thing. You can't do that. A long distance relationship, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need a physical presence to kind of
Yeah, because here why I said that because as I said, I always have a story, and the stories are always real.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a long distance relationship, but we were like texting and
Video
emailing and all of these things.
Video
you know,
calls. Okay.
and then time the video call didn't come in yet.
Oh,
you
so
know
that,
what I
that was
Yeah.
like in the 80s?
So it was the 80s. But we were texting a lot and on call. We were calling a lot too.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And so I realized we were literally dating through text.
Yep.
And the funniest thing, when I went back, I went to go visit Jamaica.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And when I went to Jamaica, I went there for 1 month, and said, you know what? If I can miss that person, I'm literally gonna marry. And I was there for 1 month. I never text. I never call.
Mhm. And you didn't miss them?
But no, I did text, but I didn't tell them I was there.
Mhm.
Oh.
So I was, when I let them know that I'm there, the last 5 to 7 days, I let them know I was there.
So what, you
But
were there,
I
you didn't
didn't-
want to meet the person?
I often know I can miss them because we were texting like crazy and all
Man,
of these things.
you were texting like, look, come on, I don't
And
understand this.
No, we know each other. I left here. I left Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Came here. We were still in communication.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in high school to out of high school, still dating.
Mm-hmm.
But most of our dating life, I was abroad. You understand?
Okay.
And so we were just in like whenever we can. We were just more on phone talking. So we were dating on phone.
Who is Sydney, yo?
When we met up, we don't know what to say to each other.
Oh, you run out of stuff to say, right?
No, you know what I mean? Yeah, Sydney Guerra,
It is a communication through Morse code.
yeah, we didn't know what to because I'm like, I haven't seen this person in maybe 10 years.
Mhm.
We dated for 18 years.
Wow.
Whoa,
The 8 was in school. Hold
whoa,
on.
whoa.
The 8 years was in school.
Whoa.
The 8 years was in high school. We were in high school. When we left, when I left high school, she was still there, and when she got out, we're still talking.
And then you leave, go abroad.
I left, came to Canada.
And you guys spoke for another 10 more years.
10 more years, never met. And then when I went to Jamaica, I had to challenge what I was doing. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna there for a month. Let me see if I can miss this person. If I can miss them, then I'm gonna marry them. But I couldn't miss her. Couldn't. I couldn't miss her. I don't know why I couldn't miss her.
Probably that was just a friendship. That was probably just a friendship, like a
Yeah,
good friendship.
yeah, that's
But
probably
she
just
was
a-
like the love of my life at the time.
what?
And she went and got married. I went and got whatever, and she was still we never got over each other.
What? Well, listen.
And we
man,
wrote a song. We wrote a song about it.
Man, dating for 18 years, man.
18 years, and then because it's based on what you just said, if we date over text or whatever, bro, we were dating over text. If she go talk to somebody, I'm very upset. I said, you're not supposed to talk to nobody. You're not supposed to talk to nobody.
You sound like the side man there.
Nice piece, huh?
Exactly. You know what I mean?
He knew his role, huh?
But the thing
Yeah.
is, even though we knew our role, but I was being selfish to tell her not to talk to anybody, but I was engaged in other things. You know what I mean? I think that's the selfish side of men. You know what I mean? And she was hurt, broken, and all of these things. And but we're good friends these days. You know what I mean? And
She's married now.
she's married now, and all of these things. I'm very happy for her.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
She couldn't wait no longer.
I broke her heart. You know what I mean? And it's just because he brought up the conversation about dating on text, and I felt that's what we were doing.
Okay.
So when we met up. We didn't know what to say.
Yeah. Because your story is like more like it's not like the norm. Because normally when you text and you build a relationship to texting, there's always an anticipation. They can't wait to see this person. They can't wait. They can't. Yeah. As usually the case, they can't wait to meet up to connect. Yeah.
I gave Promise some context to write about it. You know what I mean? But I couldn't miss you. You know what I mean? So I couldn't buy the ring because I could miss you something.
Oh wow.
And I'm like,
these artists always writing about people, boy. I tell you.
What'd she say?
That if your phone is next to a fan, it's probably the laptop.
Oh, it's next to the fan.
Laptop.
Yeah, sorry, my friend.
It was on top of a laptop, that's why.
Jermaine, move your phone. Can't hear nothing over here. Maybe you should hear that part. Sid, big up yourself.
All right. So cool. Okay, so that's the thing. Online.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the strong believer of online dating, Jeffrey, but I know it do work for some people. So I don't, not because I don't believe it, I'm not gonna knock it, but it's just not my thing.
I know it works. It works well for cheating.
Online dating best.
So I say online dating works best for cheating.
I have so much story on
and Prince has none.
Man. Listen, if you guys want
to talk,
yeah,
man. You have me here just giving dial.
I'm a single guy. I don't have no experience. Tell her.
No.
Sydney, find this boy a date. Okay, find this boy a date. Man, I remember I went on a date one time, and I think I was too hyped for the date.
You too.
I was too hyped, and this girl said, "Yeah, man." I tell her where I want to meet because I like that. I like that lounge, and we went there.
Yes, Destiny.
And,
I am.
I tell you, brother. I went there, sat down. You know when you get there early. Get there, you everything. You know what I mean? They're pushing things around. I'll be like, leave everything on the table. I'm moving things. Everybody come on. The server come over. Would you like a drink? I just no. The people, they're almost here. I'm moving things around. I'm fixing myself. Come to know that 1 hour passed. And I'm still there. And I'm like texting the person, "Where are you?" They said, "I'm almost there." You know. I apologize. I had to do XYZ, and I'm there fixing everything. And then I'm looking at the door. Everybody that walk in, I'm like this, and I turn idiot. You know what I mean? All of me. And when 2 hours pass.
2 hours.
I should have known this person not coming again.
Oh my.
So I text this person. I said,
Hi,
"Where?"
Jenna. Hi, Destiny.
I said, "Where the hell?"
Do I
are
know
you?"
Destiny? Destiny, do we know each
She
other?
said to me, unfortunately, I changed my mind.
Wow.
So I said, "You are a piece of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P."
Destiny
know what I mean?
says.
What this person said?
Destiny said,
My
"Oh,
soulmate gonna have to find me at Costco." But that's a good place to meet people. Costco.
Costco. What in the
Costco.
world?
No. Costco, any grocery store, a good place to meet people. You understand what I'm saying? Great
Mhm.
place to meet people in grocery store and in maybe pharmacy.
I don't go to grocery store. I don't go to pharmacies. I don't go to Costco.
Where you meet them, Prince, in the gym?
Huh?
You meet them in the gym?
I don't go anywhere.
Blasted-
From off stage,
blasted garage.
I come back home.
Garage. Yeah, him don't leave the house. It's true. It doesn't.
Prince is very reserved tonight, man. Not a lot of dating experience, man.
You see, Jermaine has to come to my house to do this live.
You know, people. If you guys are enjoying the conversation, make sure you guys are tapping the screen. Make sure you guys are following me on all social media platforms.
Yes, sir.
And following Jeff, myself, and Prince on all platforms. Okay, you know what I mean. And make sure you're streaming the music because these gentlemen are music people and they're educating me and teaching me. You know what I mean, and I'm learning. You know what I mean, I'm the wild one here. I think.
He has all the experiences, you know.
He gave me something to drink.
I'm 16, you know.
He gave me something to drink. He gave me something in orange juice to drink. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not 16. I may look 16, but I'm not 16.
Somebody say, I sing, I get told I'm good, but me, I sound bad. You have to have confidence, man. You never sound bad. You have confidence in sounding bad. What are you talking about? Have confidence in what you do, man.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, man.
How long we been on now? Whoa, an hour and 45 minutes. I thought we were just doing 1 hour.
I thought we are doing because you know it's flowing and it's nice and it's engaging. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a nice topic. It's a realistic topic, you know, like it's a topic, something that we all have been through and what trying to guide other people what to expect going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's natural stuff, man.
I'm trying to do this at least once a week, man.
Once a week.
You know,
Very important.
at any given time, we can pop up on you and just.
And next time, give me advance notice, man, so I could dress my best. We can never know if I have a date coming up. You caught me a bit off guard, but that's fine.
Yeah, man, it went up with the background.
Yeah.
My apologies, sir. My apologies. Next time, I give you at least a day notice, okay?
Yes, Jeff. Naturally. Oh,
Or a few more hours in advance.
Yeah. Because I just saw it and I was just.
Jeff, make sure you have a glass of wine or something.
I'm telling you, I didn't even buy. I could have gone and get my thing. I'd be drinking. I'm only just drinking tea.
Drinking tea.
Why you drinking over there? Strong. Oh, I think you thought you had sunset. Huh?
No, I don't have the sun. I don't have the sunset here, man. I save it for Christmas weekend.
It's cold, man.
That's good.
It's
Christmas
cold berry.
weekend. Christmas weekend. Yeah.
And say hi to my virgin, Sean the Gideon out in Berry when you see him, because you have to come back from Innisville. You have to pass Berry. Shout out to Sean the Gideon out there.
Yeah.
You should have brought him to my event, man, that I have all the time. Yeah, you should have.
Oh, the tiny shows.
Tiny show, big
Jeff
pass,
live all
man.
the way in Barrie.
It doesn't matter.
I'm there. I'm usually in Toronto almost every weekend. I'm down. Like I'm down on almost every weekend. I'm down because you know when I'm doing my events, I'm usually down on weekends and yeah.
No, it's iPhone. My phone just died. Are you serious?
And my phone is going down too. So maybe I'm gonna.
We're gonna have to close.
Yeah.
Where's your you don't have a charger?
Don't have a charger in my bag.
Yeah, I don't have my charger here neither. My charger is probably upstairs, but
Let me take it
it was fun. It was fun. I mean, I really enjoyed the conversation. You guys are, you know, great, well experienced. I learned a lot from German tonight. I'm gonna teach my son teach my son now what to do and how to approach dates when he gets older.
Yes. You know what I mean? Tell him not to be thirsty.
Yep.
You understand? Yeah, not to be thirsty. You know, let a woman know that I'm not thirsty. You know what I mean? Let him try to get to know their mind.
Yep.
This day and age, you have to get to know people's mind and know where they at in their life. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, man. These day and age, these women these days are crazy, bro.
And avoid the gold diggers.
The gold diggers. You know what I mean?
Oh, for
And they
sure.
come in like wolf sheep clothes. Man. Yeah.
It's avoid the gold diggers.
I mean, I sorry for a lot of these. You know who they try to they attract a lot of people in position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People in business, and you know the Bible talks about the spirit. The spirit is very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of us are carrying something, and people want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? And when they come, the Bible said the enemy come to steal, kill, and destroy.
Ooh, preaching,
You
boy.
understand?
You have to get ready to pick up the offering, huh?
But you have to see the light in the midst of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy. And a lot of us gone down that road of you know, when them people are coming and then come to take everything you got.
Yeah.
Now look at all of these men that are in position.
Yeah, sorry, Sydney. Jermaine's phone died. That's what happened.
Tell her I'm tapping in back.
He's coming back on just now. He just put it on the charger.
You know, look at all of these great men that are in position. You know what I mean? When these people come and tear them down, yeah, you know, all of these things, you don't even hear about them anymore. You know, then come and and tarnish your name,
Mm-hmm.
your name and your character. You know what I mean? And all of these things. You know what I mean? So sometimes I don't even blame a lot of these people in position to make people sign stuff before you come around.
Yeah.
That's another topic.
Yeah, that's another topic by itself.
Yeah, that's another message for another day.
You know what I mean? So make sure you guys prepare your mind and get ready for the podcast that we're coming out with. Hopefully we can tap into maybe a few seasons, you know what I mean? And with great conversation and great topics that you guys can tap into, you know what I mean? And you know, I believe a lot of us have between Prince and I have 40 years of data, you know, almost like 80 years of data, you know. I'm not trying to tell you our age, but you know.
Hey, well, if you do the math, he's basically saying he's 60 and I'm 20 in the 80 years of
mad. Right away. You know what I mean? And I this is our university right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as the Bible says, where 3 or more gather in His presence. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Preacher man. Yeah.
I can take you biblical, but I have to show it to you in the natural how it works. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Jeff, big shout out to you, man.
Yes, man. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm gonna sign off now. So, Prince, we will catch up. Thanks again for engaging in conversation. It was informative.
It's good to have you, buddy.
Yeah.
And I had fun. So, you guys have a good night and see you next time around.
I hope we can do one before Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Before Christmas. Have a fantastic Christmas.
Just link me up. Same to you guys, man. All the best.
That is it.
All right, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Make sure you're following. Check out the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. What's going on, people? So you see what's going on here. So I'm letting everyone know my goals is to give me some roles.
Oh, so you have to set me up how to do these things, you know. But on YouTube, we're about to sign off on YouTube. Instagram, you can still stay here. We'll talk to you for a little bit more, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a fantastic rest of your night. If it's night where you are, what time of the day it is, enjoy the rest of your day. All right, on that side of town. Instagram, we're still here. TikTok, we're still here with you. All right. So see ya.
See you. Make sure you guys stream in. Jermaine Collin. I'm out.
See ya. Peace.
Right away.